Hi guys, come sew the new Noel dress from Retro Sparkle Designs with me. We are going to do the short puff sleeves and the attached back tie. These are the pieces that we're going to need to get started. We're going to have 2 bottom skirts, 2 top skirts, 2 ruffles cut on the fold, 1 back main and 1 front main, 1 liner back and 1 front back, 2 ties, 2 sleeves, and 2 bands. So make sure that you cut your pieces with the stretch going side to side. The grain line will be up and down. The sleeves, there are several variations. We are going to do the short sleeves with the cuffs. Once we have all of our pieces, we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by taking my 2 liner pieces, the front and back, and putting them right sides together. Clip at the shoulders. Do the same with your main fabrics, the front and back, right sides together, and clip at the shoulders. And then once you've done that, you're going to sew each shoulder to attach. Next, go ahead and open up your liner and your main. Take your main and put it on top of your liner piece, lining up the front and the back and the shoulder seams. I'm going to go ahead and clip around the inside of the neck, making sure that everything is even. And once I have it the way that I like it, I'm going to go ahead and sew around in a circle. Having done that, now we can turn it right side out. So take your liner and push it through the neck hole so that your liner and your main are now both facing right sides out. And then once we have that, we will go ahead and work on our sleeves. Sorry, just fussing around, getting everything nice and neat. Okay, so now we have our sleeves. The sleeves are too wide, so you're gonna wanna go ahead and gather the top of each sleeve. That will make a nice puffed effect. So the top edge of each sleeve, you're going to sew a gathering stitch, just like so. And once you have sewn your gathering stitch, you will see that they match up perfectly. So go ahead and put your sleeves on top, right sides together, and go ahead and sew to attach. Next, take your ties and put them right sides together and sew down the long side and that short angled side for each, leaving the top open. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and turn both of your ties right side out. If you are doing the removable tie version, these 2 pieces will actually be attached to each other already. It'll be one long continuous piece, but for this version we're doing, they will be separate. So now that I have them right sides out, I'm going to line them up about 1 inch from the bottom of my back bodice on the main side of the fabric. So you can see they are facing the main back piece. So about 1 inch is just enough clearance to go ahead and attach your skirt later. And then go ahead and flip your bodice on top of itself, right sides together, line up the side edges of your sleeves and the sides of your bodice. Make sure that you are sandwiching those ties between your layers of fabric. I like to line up that under side seam at the sleeve. And again, just make sure everything is lined up and sew to attach. This is what our bodice will look like. Next, we're going to gather the bottom edge of both of our sleeves. Need to go ahead and fold our cuffs in half, right sides together. Sew down the side edge. Now that we've done that, we can take our cuff piece, flip them right sides out into a band, and then slip your band over the bottom of that gathered edge on your sleeve. You're going to go ahead and clip around in a circle, making sure that everything is even. You will do this for both sleeves, and you will sew around to attach your bands. This is what my sleeves will look like once my bands have been attached. You get that nice puffed look. Now that we have finished preparing our bodice, it is time to work on our skirts. So first, take your bottom skirt pieces and put them right sides together. Line up those side edges. Once you have it the way you need it to be, everything is straight, then you're going to go ahead and sew down both sides. Like so. You are also going to do the exact same thing with your top skirt. Put the top skirt pieces right sides together. I used a lace here, so it is a little hard to tell, but my right sides are together. We're going to line up those side edges and sew to attach them. This is what both skirts will look like. Next, we're going to work on our ruffle. So you're going to take your ruffle piece and put one piece right side up, and the other piece will be right side down on top of your ruffle. They are very long, so make sure they don't get twisted. Once you've got them on top of each other, you're going to sew down both of the side edges like so to attach. So you will have one big long circle. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and gather all the way around the top edge of my ruffle. You may need to go around twice to make sure that it is tightly gathered enough to match the width of your skirt. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put my ruffle right sides facing the right side of my bottom skirt, line up the side seams, and then evenly clip it all the way around. Once you have your ruffle clipped all the way around, you will go ahead and sew it in a circle to attach. Here is what our bottom skirt looks like with the ruffle now attached. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shake. You could also do a top stitch around that bottom of the ruffle if you want it to sit more flat. It is up to you. Next, take your top skirt piece, line up those side seams with the side seams of your bottom skirt piece. Both of your skirt pieces will be facing right sides up. So the wrong side of the top skirt will be to the right side of the fabric. I'm lining up the top edge so that I can gather all. So once I have gathered it in a circle attaching the skirts, I'm flipping them wrong sides out. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick my bodice inside the skirt. So the right side of my bodice will be facing the right side of my skirt. Clip it all the way around, and then you're going to go ahead and sew in a circle to attach your bodice to your top skirt. Be careful not to catch your ties as you go around. And that is it. The last step you can do is, if you want, you can hem the bottom of your ruffle or your top skirt. I chose not to hem because this is a baby size. Then you can go ahead and tie a nice little neat bow. The bow goes on the back. And this is what your finished Noel dress will look like. Thank you so much for following, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If these help you, be sure to leave us a comment and follow for more.